Good morning, everybody. We are at a point again where the DSS is, you know, making the news of certain issues in Nigeria. People are looking for or urging for an interim government and all of that. There's chaos everywhere. Now we need to attack this issue from the very bottom of it, from the very, very bottom of it. A vehicle that brings you here may not be able to take you there. The vehicle that was deployed by some of the candidates during the last election, this year 2023, did a lot of havoc in the minds of Nigerians. Some even cost Nigerians their lives. I know of a particular incident on investigation how a pastor was stabbed. His head was bust open. He went to cast his vote. Now, these are some of the things. Some lost their lives. There's a woman who was stabbed, brutally stabbed on election day, going to cast their votes. Now, these are some of the issues that are making people get a lot of apprehension. They are feeling so much distrust and they want everything cancelled. Ayo Farashi said something. I will say it again. Few days before the election result was announced, he advised that whoever wins should reach out immediately. I even made a video of that. Reach out. APC, Bola Ahmed Tinubu was announced. Quickly reach out to the obedient group. Reach out. Why endorsement deals taken from people? Because they did not know. Even the organization that took back those endorsement deals, you don't do that. We don't settle scores. It's government. You don't settle scores between individuals because of a government position. No. So I urge still, it is not too late. Better late than never. I'll end up here. In 1994, Umaru Diko had an article published where he described the election that was annulled, 1993 election that was annulled. And he likened MK Abiola to a horse rider that mounted a leopard and was using the leopard to devour. And that when the leopard had gotten to the end of the road, there was no longer anyone to devour. The leopard had to bring down the horse rider and devour the horse rider. Abiola was still in prison. 1994, when Umaru Diko granted that interview on Tell. By 1998, the final episode of that parable was carried out. Abiola was terminated. Now, when people begin to agitate for certain things, when you see certain kind of pressure, you need to understand what is behind it. People don't believe. A lot of people don't believe in that election that was conducted. So, before it gets out of hand, especially those who are supporting Bola Ahmed Tinubu, don't talk down on opposition. No. This is not the time to do that. This is the time to embrace, especially social media people, even physically. Whether you voted for Peter Obi or voted for Bola Ahmed Tinubu, begin to embrace. If there are those who claim to be on the winning team, reach out and embrace people. Feel their pain right away. And I move for this especially. Bola Ahmed Tinubu should begin to form a coalition government. I love the article as the headlines yesterday. Oh, I would do exactly as I promised. That is great, but that is not enough. You see those people that were hot during the elections, those people whose blood spilled during the elections, take out time to look for their families and reach out to them handsomely, because nature will have its own role to play in lives of everybody. Only God knows who will be alive to see May 29 this year and even beyond. So for posterity's sake, reach out. I know Peter Obi has a lot to offer. I know Bola Ahmed Tinubu has a lot to offer to Nigeria. Even Atiku may have, but personally, I was actually believing that it was from those two individuals, the APC and Labour Party, that something good. I actually believe that one, it must come to the south. The leadership must come to the South. By that arrangement, I believed in it. But since this is where we are, and people are beginning to yearn for other things, and the DSS, as the DSS is, declaring, making us to be aware of, we don't take these things lightly. We don't want this democracy to fail. We want this democracy to succeed. So reach out, Baba, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Let your push that vehicle that brought you there to the election day. Push them aside. All the Festus Keyamo, let them just step aside. MC Olomo and co, let them step aside. Get your intelligent crew to get to work right now. From your media, from your PRO, from your business development, from political engagement, get your people. The promises you made, we know the promises. And I, for one, I believe that nobody is superhuman. Unless the policies are in place, created by government, that's only when the economy can thrive. Because nobody has a magic wand to make the whole thing just go overnight. We will not begin to talk about policies, but we just want peace in this country. So I urge, Mr. President-elect, you are not doing enough. That's the truth. You're not doing enough. You are not doing enough to assuage these hostilities and these backlashes and this aggression and disdain for your win and your success as president-elect. You yourself made it very clear that a lot of people didn't vote for you. So assuage them. Reach out to them. Begin to unravel your plans. Because you're not campaigning anymore now. Begin to unravel them. The implementation process. Don't wait for people to go to the website and check. No, begin to bring them out. Begin to publish them. But let those who are confrontational, who come to tell Nigerians, no, you have to, put them aside. People like Festus Keyamo, I respect him so well. He's my brother from the South. Oga, please, you need to step aside. Let men with objective minds who are skillful at conflict resolution and not adding fuel to the fire be at the forefront right now. Even our governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, the same thing applies. Your election had issues. So please do the same thing. Begin to switch. Welcome things. Because right now, PPP projects are going to be the ones to help Nigerian government across board. China just turned down a loan offer, best known to them. So the days ahead, you need people to come and work with you and work for the people of Nigeria and Lagos State. God bless you. This is just my 2 kobo.